Well, very good morning to everyone. Thanks very much indeed for tuning in this morning. The dateline is Saturday, the 12th of February. Well, I reckon now we really are into the heart of the winter. Mid-February, you can't get much colder than that. And although it is cold here where I live, not that far from Newbury, where they stage the principal meeting today, it looks like being a largely clement day. I can't see a rain cloud in sight. And so anyone going to Newbury, they are going to have all the fun of the fair. Not only that, you will have the fun of the fair, because I don't have one bet to give you free today from Newbury, my local track, but two. More about that in just a moment. And of course, if you've been tuning in and listening to me on a daily basis, well, you will know that last 48 hours have been mega fun, absolutely mega, because 2 days ago, I told you overnight, the night before that is, of course, to back Soldier of Destiny, and that was at 4-1 at Fosslas. Well, he absolutely bolted up, having been backed into 5-2. That was the first one. And then yesterday, well, what a winner that was. Grand Alliance. Now, when I went through that race at Chelmsford, I told you that 10-1 was a ridiculous price. 8-1 freely available elsewhere. You were all on at those prices on Grand Alliance. And of course, what happened? Gradually, he was backed in. In the end, he went off 7-2. And he came from last to first with a stunning burst to score in that novice stakes at Chelmsford. That is information. That's what I'm all about. And you got that from me absolutely free of charge. And you're going to get two more in just a minute. And I'm now going to say something without hesitation or delay. I am in fact not a radio program, but this will be given to you rat-a-tat-tat. I've said before, if you want to join my multi-package of services, and for this offer that I'm going to give you now, this is for 6 months all the way through to the 1st of August of this year, 2022, the cost being £149 for those 6 months. You will get my daily service package, which is going great guns, winners at all prices. That comes to you via email or text at 9 o'clock each morning. It includes 3 different services: man at the track, the private service and dark horses. You'll also get the VIP service. Now, this is a VIP texting service that's running at an 86% strike rate with massive profits. And one of those VIP bets is on the conveyor belt in the next 48 hours. That is coming your way very shortly. Also, the late service, the VIP late texting service. Well, I hit the crossbar, but it wasn't really hitting the crossbar when I tell you that the last bet that I gave on that went off at 40-1 and was beaten in a photo at Kempton, a trainer who was unknown, a horse who was unknown, having its first ever run, and it very nearly upset the apple cart, being beaten inches at 40-1. Well, that was a nice each-way collection for the christening of the late service. I also have my South African service, which is sporadic. Whenever I get very serious information from my sources in South Africa, in either Johannesburg, Durban or Cape Town, well, you also get those bets. All that rolled into one for £149. All you've got to do, click the link below, and you, my friends, will be in with all the other happy people who have joined and are reaping the benefits of my efforts to go out and about, not only in the UK, but all over the world, to give you the best racing information that I possibly can. Well, now, without any hesitation or delay, let's look at these 2 bets at Newbury today. They're both lovely each-way prices, and the first of them runs in the 4:10. Now, this is a novices hurdle in which there are a couple of very interesting newcomers to jumping, one from the Henderson stable and one from the Gary Moore yard. But I always like to see a horse that's done it before. And in this race, look at number 2, Great Heart Jack. Well, this is one of 2 runners Fergal O'Brien pitches in here. And I know I'm taking a slight risk because his other horse has got claims in its own right. But Great Heart Jack, now the thing that impresses me about this Liam Harrison ridden gelding is its last run at Doncaster, when it put in an absolute cracking effort to fail by just a neck to stop the very useful Morrice Devassi, who incidentally runs tomorrow. Now, Morrice Devassi is, in my humble opinion, a very slick novice, one of the best in the business. that Morrico for Tom Simons. And I think that Great Heart Jack, in finishing just a neck down on him, showed you just what he's capable of. It's by far the best form line in this novices hurdle, and yet Great Heart Jack can be backed at 7-1 with 3 firms as I look: William Hill, Victor Chandler, or Bet365. 7-1, Great Heart Jack. That's the bet each way in the 410 at Newbury today. And in the nightcap there, or the finale, whichever word you prefer, I quite like nightcap because I do like a nightcap myself. And in this 445, well, plenty of winners going to post for what I think is a seriously good bumper. And of course, this will be reflected on betting for the champion bumper at the festival, because 1 or 2 of these are sure to be heading there. It's very hard to equate bumper form from one race to another, I have to say that. But I trust the